everybody, welcome back to my channel. A friend of mine brought over this here snowblower, wants me to take a look at it, see if I can fix it up for him. He got it for free, so hopefully I can keep it for free. So we'll do an assessment here. Looks like it needs some air in the tires. Got a bunch of extra weight, losing weight, a little bit of rust here and there. We'll see if we can get it going. The motor turns. He thinks that it may need a new motor, but it kind of sounds like it's got good compression. We'll find out when I put some gas in it. So this is a 824 XL Power Throw Turo. So has electric start. It's a good thing. Might just be able to throw some fuel in it, get it running. Oh, it's a good thing there isn't any gas in it in the first place. That means I don't have bad gas in it. But I don't know what's in the carb, so I might have to dig into that. Pop that spark plug out, see what we got in here. It's only like, I don't know, probably 30 degrees out. I really need a garage. That would be sweet. Come on. Scraping against that shield. I know. A little dry in there. Definitely no fuel going into it. Oops. Don't want to get that stuff in there. I'm going to blow that out real quick before I get a whole bunch of gunk inside there. I'm going to pull on it a little bit. Thumb on it. See if I got any compression. Oh, definitely blowing by my thumb. So that's a plus. Let's put the spark plug back onto the wire. See if we have sparks. You can see it. I think you can. Oh, there's some sparkage there too, so we just need fuel. Let's get some fuel going. There is a little plunger on the bottom of the bowl that allows you to drain water out of the bottom of them. Of course, I just hit that. There is fuel in there. So, if you can see that. Sometimes the junk on the... Oh, yeah. See all that stuff on my fingers? That wasn't there before, so probably a little bit of crud in there. That was the first time I hit it. That plunger stayed in. It's on a spring. Probably had a whole bunch of junk on top of that, keeping it open, so just leaking tons of fuel out of it. So let's try it again. I really want to hit the starter fluid to it. See if I can just get it to start. Maybe it will be easy. Always hope. You guys get any in your face? Let's try it again. Get fuel all over my camera. Well, it's a little deeper than we thought. I am taking that off of there. So let me get the tools for that and we'll do that. Because I have to take that bolt, this bolt, and these two screws here. And we'll be in business. So I'll get on that. Alright, so these bolts here, they're 5/16. I'm going to screw on that here. Make sure it's turning in the right direction. Always lovely doing it with one hand. Do that. I can definitely get that one off too. That's holding the dipstick as well. You know what? Should check the oil. This is right here. Ooh. Yummy. It's got oil, but it needs to be replaced. A little extra weight. Alright, let's keep working on this. Make sure that you pop off the choke handle without hurting yourself. There you go. That's all it is. Now, this is going to be connected right here, the switch. Should be, at least. And there's the carb. Not seeing a whole lot going on there. Like I said, there's fuel in it, but not going into it. Nice and free moving there. Well, let's see what's going on here. Let's see if we can get a direct shot into it with the starter fluid. Go get that. But all this stuff is on here. Alright, direct shot with the starter fluid. Let's see what she does. Oh, let's say it runs. Not a bad motor, so time to test the other stuff out. See if we can get some regular fuel to just go right into it by itself. Try that again. Betcha. It's gotta be, could be all that junk inside there not allowing fuel up into the motor. So we'll hit the choke to make sure it draws the fuel in after it gets going. Yep, gonna have to tear that thing out. Alright, well, that means I get to take this and that one off, take the fuel line off, bring it inside, tear it down. It'd be nice, it's a little cold out. It's always nice to have these nice long screwdrivers. See if I can get it off of there. Come on. Two hands. Oh, I did it. Sweet. Should be easy. Oh, spinning. Let's see if I can get that off. You turn it off. I'll show you guys what's inside that carb after I get it downstairs in my basement. Well, here it is. Let's see what's on the inside of it. Don't always have the right tools, but we'll make do. Just need a lot of paper towels, carb cleaner, and then fingers crossed. Oh my goodness. You can see that there's some good gunk in there. That's why it wasn't doing a whole lot whenever I was pulling on it, and it would only start on the starting fluid. So there's some gel in there, varnish. Gotta clean it all out. I'll take this pin off so I can get the float out of there. So when you do that, make sure so you don't let things go flying. You see that right there? That just is supposed to be holding this guy. Make sure you don't let that fly around the room. It's nice and clean though. Surprising that nothing's going up in there. I think that float was probably just stuck maybe. I don't know. We'll find out once I get this thing all cleaned out. That's toast, but let's see if I can save it. I recommend getting a new one, but I'm, you know, that should hold together. So remember, I'm doing this cheap. So let's see what we got. Not seeing a whole lot of daylight through there. Of course, there goes my heating system turning on, so now that's probably all you guys can hear. But you know what's cool? My wife bought me this really cool kit, right? Receipts. Has all basically pipe cleaners, but for carb cleaning, different sizes, and poker tools. These actually came right off of Amazon. Really nice setup. So you can just poke holes through all the gunk that's inside those carbs. So we'll see if I can poke some of this gunk out of there, clean it out, because there is one really fine hole. Now I can see some light through it. All that varnish and stuff was probably keeping the fuel from getting drawn up in there for sure. And now it should run a lot better. I'm also going to clean this right here, if you can see it, that on top of the carb, or not on top of it, but that right there is your idler jet. I'm going to clean that out too, because it probably has some gunk up in there too, so I'll pop that right off of there. See if you guys can actually see it. It has a cap on it. There. That just went flying. So if you can see it, now that was covering a screw. So I should be able to just unscrew this. I'll put you guys back. I'm gonna unscrew it. And you can see, yeah, it's got some stuff in there. You can't really see light through it, but it's probably hard for you guys to see. But clean these guys out. Use these little pokers. If you haven't had too much coffee, it's easy. It's not going through there very easy, but that's why we're doing this. Gonna clean it up. Come on. I know I got a smaller size. Tell me I got a smaller size. There we go. Just definitely want to make sure this thing idles right, because this is like the main cause of surges. When you're sitting there idling or running, it will just surge. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff in there. It's just not coming out. If you guys can see it, I'm just trying to basically use this thing to kind of drill out the gunk that's in there. Oop, I can see it went through. It went through finally. So that's a good thing. Alright. Keep cleaning this guy out. Poking, prodding, cleaning out all the gunk that's in there. Then we'll put it back on the snowblower, and then my friend can have his snowblower back that works. Clean this out a little bit more. should have taken that rubber gasket off of there, but there we go. Should be good. Should be good. I'm gonna go with that. Should be good. So we'll put it all back together. I can clean this guy out a little bit more. A little wire brush on it, if I have one. Should. Super dirty, but won't bore you with that. I'll just keep cleaning. And this one is next. As you can see, it's pretty crusty. I'm just gonna use a brush. I don't know. I got some of these brushes here. They're a big brush. Big brush, but it's gonna poke my fingers. So just gonna use that. Clean all that junk off of there. Because there is, if you can see it, there is a little hole right there that's all plugged up, keeping fuel from going up into the jet or up into the carb there. So that's why no fuel is getting drawn into it. You can see another little hole right here, though, so I can use my little poker prodders again. If I can get it in there, there we go. And that will make it run nice and smooth. That one's clear. See if I can dig into the next one. Yeah, it went right through. So if you ever have anything like that happen, you know, with a motor just sitting there for a long time, you got to clean it out, because no matter how many times you pull on it, you're going to throw your arm out. So shoot some of the cleaner into it. See, now it's coming right out of it, the way it's supposed to. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit more, throw it all back together, and put it onto the snowblower, and we'll see if it throws some snow, see what else it needs. We'll go from there. Oh, I forgot to tell you that this hose right here is actually, I believe, for the primer. So I want to make sure you pop that off before you start pulling on everything. But now I'm putting it all back on. Make sure you put your clamp back on to your fuel line. See if I can do that. There we go. And now we'll see if this thing starts right up. Go clean the tools off of it. Turn the fuel back on. Can you hear it? Should be filling up pretty good in there. So turn the choke on. That flap closed over this will just suck fuel in there instead of air. Throttle's up. Ooh, you can hear a little bit there. Now, let's see if it works. Well, it works, but something happened. Maybe just needed to take the choke off. Yeah, I might have just sucked up some more gunk in there, but I'm going to keep running it. Probably just needs to be warmed up, but it doesn't smoke. So it's a great running unit. These Tecumsehs are awesome. I haven't seen a broken one yet, but eventually I will. Oh, I also noticed that the spring... Ow! Hot! That's hot! I bent the spring apparently. So you want to make sure that the spring is actually proper, because that will make it so that choke will just keep turning on its own. There we go. That might work. Nope, that won't. Bend it a little bit more. Oh! Be careful around hot exhaust. It's not very pleasant on the fingers. There. I think I'm going to bend that a little bit more. Ah! Be careful! That hurts. A little bit more. Oh man, just back and forth all day. Make it right. I think that works. Alright. Now, let's start it up. Make it work. One pull, what do you think? Clean this thing out again. Wrong. Make sure that you get all the junk out of the carb before you start putting these things back together. Let's see. So I got the engine surging figured out, and now it's on to the belts. Pop these guys off. There's 3 bolts. And it looks like we got some super extra sloppy joes in here, so we're going to swap those guys out. This one's actually not that bad, but this one's just kind of, when it's spinning, it's like rolling over on itself. So makes the auger just puke snow out. In order to get these belts off, you have to take this guard off. Keeps the belts from flopping up over the pulley here, over the shaft. So we'll see how much I can do this with one hand. There we go. Do the same thing to the other side. So that's all that is. So just pull the first belt off. See, I'm right-handed, so see. Oh, and always do this after you've run the motor, so you know if you burn your fingers off of that block. There, that's off. This one might be a little bit more fun, but I'll get it off of the tensioner pulley first, just like that. Let's see if I can pop it off the bottom. Oh, went back in. I might need two hands to do this, so if I can speak properly today, that'd be great. So, alright, let's get this off. You guys will get the gist of that. I wanted to show you the comparison of the old belt to the new one. You can almost have the old belt on the outside of it. So, it's a little toast. It's a little toast and a little dry. That was just from getting it over the pulley. But when we get it on there, she'll run like new. In order to get the new belts on, it's always good to open up the bottom pan here to get to the belt there. When I got this, I actually started to run it down my driveway a little bit, and this was just kind of dragging. So I actually got some self-tappers here. I'm just gonna see if I can get them to hold in there, because I don't have the right bolts for it, but it'll be enough for me to get access to it, because I can't get these off without messing things up, and I don't want to go too in depth there. But we'll put a whole bunch of lube down in here, get it all up and running for him. Hopefully that will clear off. That's your friction disc right there, and the rubber drive disc there that goes on to the friction disc. But I'm gonna hold on to this from down below and then roll it past the brake up there. So I'll get on that. That's one way to keep the auger engaged so that you can actually get the belt over the pulley, because there's a brake right there that keeps it from allowing you to get it over the pulley. Got the new belts on. They're all greased up in here. Hopefully that will last them a little while longer. It's a whole lot cheaper than buying a new snowblower, for sure. It's all greased up, greasier than the greased up deaf guy. So let's fasten this up. See if I can get away with using some self-tappers. I went on over to the Tractor Supply, got this nice kit. Comes with everything you need, and I think that will stay there. It won't rattle out. So let's see how it blows some snow. Found another issue. The spring here was not tight enough to stop the auger from spinning now. I'm going to get a stronger spring to hold it back. That will be awesome. And I'm going to change the oil. So I'll do that. I already showed you guys how to change the oil in another video. But this should be all wrapped up. It runs nice. It throws some snow. It's really good at blowing snow. So if you like what I'm doing, subscribe and like it. Maybe not in that particular order, but let me know what you want to see in some comments. I'm always open to new projects. Thank you. We'll see you next time.